Hello all, this summary video is brought to you from next to a buddleia. Look at that. Some people call these plants weeds. What's that weed? It's beautiful. It's got tiny little purple flowers, butterflies love them. But that doesn't help us with the Courier exchange. So this one, I think it was Ian the trucker asked me this question, and also Tiffy said, what about running with people in the cab? And also I'm going to address pets. Because a few people go, yeah, I'd love to drive on the road, but I'd want to take my dog with me because he's friendly. You don't want to leave him alone all day. So, firstly, people. Now, there's nothing necessarily stopping you running with people in your cab. You don't really want to be mob-handed, but certainly two. So, if the wife fancies a day out, if the grandson, I saw that the other day, I was driving around and there was like a granddad in his lorry and a little grandson, he had a tiny little IVs on. I thought, that's really cool. There's nothing wrong particularly for a day out kind of thing. You kind of want to make sure that they've got all the kit though. So just in case you are going to go into a distribution centre, they want a hat, they want a viz, they want boots. They probably want to be over the age of 18. I imagine that the guy who was running with the grandson probably was his own lorry or his own firm. He's probably asked permission. They've said, yes, it's okay. They're regular customers. That's okay. Running with kids is probably not a good idea. But if they've got their own gear, the hard hat, the viz, because otherwise you're about to go on site and they go, you got a viz, mate? Yeah. Yeah, what about them? Oh no, she's just with the mate. No viz, doesn't come on site. You read the sign, must have PPE. So you want to have that one. Also, there can be advantage if it's a geezer running in twos, because occasionally jobs come up, and this happens quite a lot. Well, I say quite a lot, but when it does come up, and it will say needs two-man, needs to be unloaded and unloaded two-man job. And if it's a two-man job, they sit on there for a while. I look at it and it might be there at 10 o'clock and at 2 o'clock it's still there, because trying to find, most of us are man and van. They run as one. If you're running as two and you see that two-man job, you're, whoa, hey, we got to quote these guys big money, because they need two men and they know the idea of getting a vehicle with two men is difficult. Also, with some of our foreign national friends, they might run a husband and wife team, or a boyfriend girlfriend team, or a man and a lady, because sometimes it's the guy who's doing the driving and the lady is doing the translating. He doesn't speak very good English, she speaks very good English, so she'll go up to the guys and go, right, this is what we've got, where we're going kind of thing. She'll explain to him and he'll do it. That's fine too. There's absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. We're all here to help each other. We're all in the world together kind of thing. And, you know, you're there as driver's mate. I make sure he doesn't fall asleep. Driver's assist. There's no problem with that whatsoever. Pets. Now we're kind of into a different category of fish. You can theoretically run with your dog, but it's going to cause you problems. Because some of the sites you're going to go into are going to go, you can't come in here, mate. And it's not their fault. They've got insurances. They've got health and safety in procedure. And somewhere in their insurances, they say, if we have any animals or pets or anything like that on site and someone has an accident, we ain't paying. Because it might be the fork truck driver was driving and the dog ran out in front of him, and let's face it, he was the best trained dog in the world, and said he saw a fork truck, he'd never seen one of them before, toots the horn, the dog goes in, the fork truck driver swerves and takes someone's head off with the forks. So if you want to run with pets, you kind of need to know where you're going, where you're going to, where you're going from. It's not a CX thing. You're not about to ring the shipper. You ring the shipper and you go, am I right to run with a dog? And they go, I don't know, mate, but to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to give it to the next available bidder. So running with other people is fine. Like I say, I would assume probably over 18 is the way forward. If you want to, like I say, if you want to take the grandkids out for a day during half term, double check where you're going to, where you're going from. Some people will take it, small little units will take it. Big RDCs and stuff like that, much less likely to take it. Running with pets is a no-no, particularly goldfish, because as you go around the corner all the water sprays out and then your seats get wet and then you need to sit on it again, you've got a wet bum. So but yeah, so that's kind of, I mean, I know that doesn't help, and I know hopefully we'll get some more comments on this and probably a bit more in depth to people that maybe have run with pets and maybe some of the things that come up against them. We might do a supplementary or something like that. We'll cover it in the Q&A. Failing that, hope that helps. Me and the buddleia. Bye butterflies. Take care. Take money.